The night before, Joe Cupcake dreamed that he had created a meme coin, a lucky dime. It began as a parody until it started going up in value. Joe couldn't believe this, and a meme coin was the last thing he would ever do, but it was really starting to go up. And if he really did have a coin, and even knowing it was a Ponzi scheme, would he still try to convince people to buy in? Was he better than that? Probably not. Then he dreamed about the letter that arrived, like the one he was now holding in his hand. "Dear Sir, you have been weighed in the balance and found wanting." "Jeepers," said Joe. Joe was wary of mail. Few envelopes came with checks. Joe did like to write on the back of envelopes a date, a restaurant, a time, dinner with Billionaire, a fun night, clicking glasses, the chill Manhattans, to the silk and the satin. But what stood out was the hip Asian guy and his date with the short skirt. When they stood to take a selfie, Joe yearned to intervene. He'd rather be with young people. Why wouldn't he? But would they want to be with him on their date? He'd pose them against the far wall with the flowers, or maybe with the dessert tray. Take a few shots, get it right. Maybe show them his imaginary lucky dime meme coin. But Joe restrained himself and turned to the Billionaire. And it still amazed him that he, Joe Cupcake, knew a billionaire. One who'd even taken a rocket ship to space as an early tourist. A decade back, the man created a company people found empowering, cashed out, now was horrified to see the company run for nefarious purposes. "Only after you make more money than you can ever spend," he told Joe, "do you think about how good ideas and impulses can turn sinister." Joe was venting about AI and how everyone now thought they were a genius and how he thought it was actually making people stupider. How all those AI-generated videos he'd been seeing lately would before long have the impact of screensavers. Ugh, what a world, so cheesy. Enough unpleasantness. Another drink. And the Billionaire asked Joe what to put in his community art center to foster creativity. Joe said, "Scrap cardboard, pens, papers, brushes, paint, work tables, walls to hang things on, a sink to clean up, a pile of odds and ends, fabrics and wood for sculpture, ping pong tables, your name on the ping pong balls. No windows." Joe couldn't resist the tweak, knew the Billionaire planned to construct an experience like walking into a video game. The most technically advanced 3D interactive art complex billions could buy, and no imagination necessary. The Billionaire thanked Joe and even paid for dinner, but never spoke to him of the project again. In a later dream, another letter arrived. "You have been weighed in the balance, and you are an idiot." But the monogrammed ping pong balls, pretty killer, dude.